So we're on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but 2 dragons.
Delight of delights.
Thought that was a mining node there for a minute. Alright, we're just gonna do this the easy way. As I completely failed that.
Do you suppose that's what destroyed those dragons?
How can I suppose anything with those eyes sizing me up like a rump roast?
It's drawing water from the sea.
It'll use it against us unless we can stop it.
Should be able to get some pretty strong attacks on this thing. Without having that kind of flank debuff. I don't imagine it'll be too big of a problem. Trying to think what kind of options we have to help with that water. We'll leave him there and hopefully he'll be soaking the attacks. I'm really glad they made this boss a lot less acceptable to CC. My very first playthrough on here during the beta, I'm fairly certain it was knocked down the entire fight. Never got a single attack off. Either knocked down or stunned, frozen. Can still be blinded, it looks like. Just I'm not sure what the rate on that would be. Now we're just gonna go straight for his face. It's almost dead anyway. Could have sworn there was a treasure thing in here somewhere. We can find our perception gear. I know it wasn't over by the X, because that was the most obvious spot. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, that or I completely missed it somewhere. Oh man, accuracy. 3 misses in a row.
I spotted something interesting.
Oh. So I was right here by it. And all we get is a white 5 armor hood.
Well, hello there. And well, hello there.
See what she's got for us. Nothing of interest. Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. It's been years since a warm blood has wandered through these caves. An utterly lovely sight. What are you doing down here? I know not. I know so little. My life, in full I recall, my earliest memories to the most recent sorrows. But why should I be trapped in this spectral form? I cannot say. How did you die? I was on board a ship from Arcata to Sicile. The night was black as ink, and the lighthouse in the distance offered us no aid. The ship's hull soon met the cragged shallows, and we were all of us lost. The thing I can least reconcile is that my own husband, my Samson, keeps the lighthouse. What could have become of him on that night? My mind races with the possibilities. Tell me more about your recent troubles. Gossipers, they nearly ruined me. In life, I was a natural philosopher. You see, a student of the stars. Arata, an elfish land not so far from Sicile, happened to boast the finest telescope in all of Rivalon. So I set sail, planning to spend several weeks there enhancing my research. When I arrived, I found an instant friend in the telescope's keeper, an elfish scientist named Faladar. We had so much to share concerning the studies, and found great joy in one other's company. It was a friendship as pure as starlight, and I didn't keep the rumors from flying. As the insinuations became increasingly vile, I thought it best to sail back to Sicile straight away. I introduced Faladar, my friend, to Samson, my only love, putting any and all foul rumors to rest. As you know, though, we never made it. Faladar is lost forever, and what has become of my darling Samson? I know not. I met Samson's ghost at the lighthouse. He was filled with regret after having purposely sunk your ship. He could never. You mean to say he left us to those savage waters on purpose? I can't believe it. And yet, if what you say is true, well, I must meet with them in any case. To the lighthouse, you said. Fine. Alright, so we'll be heading up there. Sicile West. Desdemona, my love, I should have known you would never betray me. I should have known your love to be as constant as the sky. Madness took a hold of my heart, and with razor nails scratched murderous intent into its depths. And yet, look at us now. Not even death could impede our reunion. I beg of you, my love, forgive me. With but a word you can heal my heart, efface the scars that lunacy left there. Forgive me, my wife, my own, forgive me. You've heard the whole story by now. Perhaps you can help me settle my mind. Half of me is furious, the other half is utterly enraged. What do you think of my murderer husband? I'm not too sure how they would react on these. Well, I know how Kirito would react. Asuna, it's a bit different. Desmodonna is under no right or no obligation to forgive her murderer, no matter how sorry he may be. Agreed. And none ought to feel compelled to forgive the fiend who snatched his or her life away. Right you are. This cur deserves no more of my forgiveness than the devil himself. Away from me, for good this time.
Until we meet again.
Sowed and heartbreak I must reap. Come eternity, let loneliness be thy instrument of torture. Regret thy wrack. It is no more than I, blackest of souls, deserve. For it was love itself that I yielded to the waves.
I'd worry about seeing you in the next life, but I'm certain you alone will be banished to hell. Goodbye forever,
Oh man. Okay, so we don't have Pet Pal, so I don't believe we can complete this one. Okay, I believe the only thing left to do is continue heading to the church now. So the most accessible is Sicil East, I think? Good girl. Oh, we've got a dialogue here. I need a moment to reflect. Some may call me heartless. I suggest I know how to make difficult decisions for the greater good. Heartless you may be, but even heartlessness has its place. I feel like those are both fairly accurate to how they would react. Okay, now I do not believe that I opened all of the chests up here on the way. I think that's what I was doing when I realized I had missed that place. Could be mistaken. Thank you. Okay, so up, yep.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of
That's what was going on.
in Rivellon? We are our own
I had just talked to these guys over here when I realized it.
finest blessing we could hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos. Who
Go
give
on then,
all
Ed.
this up for a
Still don't have the key to this one.
Go on then, Ed. Speak your piece.
strange? Strange indeed.
Alright, this one does take damage.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghostly form is the finest blessing we could hope for.
Let's move away from them so we can ID in peace and quiet.
This up for oblivion.
Go on then, Ed. Go on then, Ed. Speak your piece. Speak.
Oh, we still need to use the bloodstone. We'll go and do that before we head in there then.
Strange, strange indeed.
I doubt we're going to be using that armor, so send that to Sandre, even though I don't think he'll be using it.
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges.
Strange.
This ghostly form is
Got okay
the
damage on it.
blessing we could
Not
hope
amazing.
for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos. Who give all this up for oblivion?
Int neck piece.
Strange. Strange indeed.
That will be going to Sandre.
There's something to it, isn't there?
Who wants to be judged by a panel of stony-faced gods? In Rivellon, we are our own judges. This ghost
And those will all be going to the vendor.
finest blessing we could hope for.
Strange.
The sounds, the
Strange
chaos.
indeed.
Who give all this up for a
Bloodstone. As powerful as it is sinister. Too, isn't it?
Okay.
Strange.
Go on then, Eb.
Strange indeed.
Go to the end of time.
Then, Eb.
There you are. Took you all the ages we don't have to get here, didn't it? I've been going positively blue in the face with excitement to tell you about what I've learned. Remember the nature spirit you saw? I do believe I know who she is. There I sat, you see, and watched as the weaver wove. Then suddenly, the spirit story appeared in the tapestry. So listen, friend of time. Listen. Listen, for I have seen.
In Rivellon's earliest days, man and gods lived in perfect harmony. The goddess Astarte lent her beautiful regenerative power, called Source, to all the realm. There was no injury Source could not mend, no illness it could not heal. But Astarte's curiosity was piqued by a forbidden box within her garden. Spurred on by her playmates, she determined to peek inside. But when she lifted its lid, what she saw was nothingness. An all-consuming void that had been contained in hopes that it would never infect Rivellon. Astarte had called forth the Void Dragon, whose sole purpose was to undo all creation. Immediately aware of her mistake, Astarte grabbed hold of the demon and hurled it and herself into a faraway dimension. Here she has battled this dragon for all eternity. Since that terrible day, Source has been tainted by the presence of the Void. A once beautiful power has become corrupted, and those attempting to wield it often go mad in the process.
So the spirit we met is called Astarte.
Okay.
You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
I greet you, honorable master of the house. I'm the shepherd of elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. For if it please you, command me. The elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among these hallowed or holy halls. Which one should we pick first? Kind of want to go with the Earth Elemental just to ensure that we get deadly spores. I can't think of any fire, ice, or air magic we'll need immediately. We've already got Featherfall, we've got Tornado, we've got our heal spells that we need. Yeah, we'll go with Earth for now. And that is your final choice? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. That is our final choice. Thy will be done.
Rocks and forest. This is a plane worthy of an earth elemental, all right.
A kernel of serenity amid endless chaos.
The Guardians mustn't listen to him. His every word is poison.
such as no serpent has ever known. But he sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. Their will is weak. Too weak.
Okay. Pete the Earth Elemental. The spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night. And he told me to welcome you. And who are you exactly? Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You are the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure. I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature. And I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up. I'd like you to train me in earth magic. With utmost pleasure, my friend. The earth is knowledge, and meant to be shared. Alright, let's see what he's... He does have ooze spray. It's one ability that I've never tinkered around with, so I might take a look at it. Earthquake, once we get up there, will be pretty nice. Though that's going to be level 18, so we are a long way from it. I'm kind of wondering about Petrifying Touch. That'd give us yet another CC, but I think we're pretty good on them right now. We've got a good mix of CC and just straight up blowing stuff up. I do want to make a build sometime that revolves around using Death Punch, though. That's a ton of damage on a single target. I kind of wonder what the cooldown is on it. I think that'd be really good using on like a Shadow Blade type character. Gonna go and equip our bartering gear and sell some of this stuff off to him. So he has a little bit of money. $4.8K. We can't go too crazy with it. Yeah, that's probably the most we'll get out of him right there. At least cleared some of the weight out of our bags. Alright, now just to make sure that we haven't missed a dialogue somewhere, we're going to go back in there. Okay, yeah, looks like we're good. So back to Sicil East.